Welcome to your weekly Taroscope reading for September the 14th through to the 20th, 2015. My name is Tilly, and welcome to Tarot with Tilly. So hopefully we'll have a little bit more of a flow than we did last week. Thank you for all your hints and your tips and your concerns and giving me a little bit of guidance on what I can do in order to enrich the experience of you receiving your own personal message this week and how to take hold of the energy, on how to be strong and empowered with the energy that surrounds you this week. So we start with the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is really the center card for everything. And the Four of Wands is your foundation, your security, your new beginnings. This is the marriage card. So this is perhaps, it could be accepting a new job. It could be starting a new relationship. It could be making a new commitment within an existing relationship or an existing job. This could be building upon the foundation for a beautiful world within the community, within your neighborhood, within your family. Okay, this talks about the four posts, the beginning of dreams, manifestations. Now, we can't really build a very strong path forward. We can't build our house of dreams unless our foundation is solid, unless our foundation is strong. So this week is really about looking at our foundation and the strength of our foundation. Now, it's coupled with the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands very much symbolizes the new things that are in your life, absolutely. But it also symbolizes the things that we've yet to let go of in order to be able to stand up straight, in order to take a little bit of weight off of our shoulders. So, yes, we're strengthening our foundation, but we are also understanding what needs to stay in the past, what doesn't belong in our lives going forward, and what does, and where our true passions lay. So I do love the way this card is depicted because it is somebody who has a very heavy weight upon their shoulders in that bag. And it is affecting the walk, the stance. And we need to release some of that weight in order to stand up straight, stand up tall, be empowered, step into our strength. So we really have to figure out, in the bag, there are some ones that have beautiful growth on them. There are others that are completely dead. And it's dead weight, and it'll weigh us down. So the eclipse energy came in, and it's going to start showing us where the flaws are, where we waste our energy, where we waste our time, where we waste our finances. Peanut. And thank you for everybody who sent condolences for Buddy. Okay, Peanut's a little lost. Peanut has not left my side. So, yes, you're right here, aren't you, Peanut? So, Peanut's very lost without his friend Buddy. But I really do appreciate all the kind words and prayers that you sent my way. Truly, thank you for the support, because I needed that, and I felt your presence and your hugs and your prayers around me, so thank you. It made it a lot easier knowing that I was surrounded by loved ones who cared deeply. Thank you. So back to the reading. So This is really about a transformation of us breaking free from the darkness that has surrounded us. And so I always symbolize this card as the cocoon, and us breaking out of the cocoon and becoming the butterfly and spreading our wings and flying. Now, the Two of Wands really talks about being drawn into an area of life that we have been hearing the calling for, that we have felt in our hearts, that we have gained wisdom in order to go on to that path. And this card really speaks about being drawn into that path. So look for those opportunities of, we have the Knight of Cups. And this is our passions, our young passions, really. The creation of our passions, our dreams. This is also a beautiful love card. So where there is love in your life this week, for the most part, I think it's going to be a very romantic kind of energy. When we, the part of the relationship where we try to impress each other, the part of the relationship where we can't wait to be in each other's arms, stealing a moment together, away from everybody and everything else. This is the knight in shining armor. So there's almost like a pride. Now, it's not necessarily love, but it's definitely something we do love. So for those of you that are not looking at the relationships you're in or the relationships that you would like to be in, this card would more symbolize your passions, your dreams, your goals, your desires. And it's the same kind of feeling. It's the same kind of feeling as being whisked away, getting lost in the passion. Allowing it to overtake you, allowing it to be present in your life. We have the Ace of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, and the King of Wands here. The Ace of Cups talks definitely about new passions, new dreams that we want to manifest, and the new road forward. So this card is very fitting. Very fitting. Okay, this could mean new romance. This could mean the beginning of romance. And once again, it's the first stages of a romance. So in the first stages of the romance, we can kind of get lost in our ideals of what's to come, of what it's going to mean. If we meet somebody new, really they can do no wrong. We can't wait to see them. We overlook the little things that will annoy us in a very short period of time. But for now, we laugh at their jokes. We listen to their stories. We sit closely. We hold hands. We steal that time away and just be alone, because the romantic stage is very much getting to know each other, growing in each other's eyes. Now, if it's not romance here, and I mean, this doesn't mean that it's just new romance, because if you are in a relationship, then most definitely you are looking at experiencing that kind of love, that kind of sparkle within the relationship. It could be starting things at a newer level. Okay, we're at the time of year when children go to school. So if you're in a relationship, especially if you have children, this could be you're experiencing the empty nest for the very first time. a change in routine, a change in your freedom, a change in your limitations. If we're looking more about job, career, then apply those words in the same way. Okay, it's getting caught up in the moment. It's, you know, when we start a new job, we always like the new job for the most part. We get to meet new people, we get to learn new things, new ways of doing things, new traits, new talents. Sometimes it allows our talents to come out and flourish for the first time ever. And the things that we won't like about the job, we overlook for the time being. In this period of time, where we are now. So, you know, we're not going to be looking for the conflict. We're probably not even looking at making a lot of decisions this week. We're kind of going with the flow. We're kind of experiencing everything for the first time, in a sense. So this definitely isn't a week where we are going to be making fast decisions. But rather getting comfortable with where we want to go, what we want to create, what we want to begin, what we want to renew. We have the Page of Pentacles. And this is very much, once again, the idealism of, you know, the big picture. And I know that with the solar eclipse we had, it's more about fine-tuning all the little details, you know, organization and whatnot. But this card definitely stands for looking at the big picture, not worrying about the little details all that much. Now, we do have a moon coming up in Sag this week, so that could be more of the energy, because we also have the King of Wands here, which is the Sag energy of the high thinker. This could be learning that you need certain knowledge in order to go forward. You need to fine-tune your trait, your gifts, fine-tune how you do things. This is about learning. This is about gathering knowledge. This is very much an optimistic card. And just allowing the passion of our dreams and our wants and our desires to kind of take us away a little bit this week. We have Jupiter squaring Neptune, I think, this week. Now, even though it's a square, they're both beautiful energies. And I would have to say, with that kind of energy, you know, Jupiter is all about the expansion and growing knowledge. And Neptune is almost, you know, that's kind of like the spiritual, go with the flow. So we could be looking at a lot of things in our life this week and seeing where we want to expand, where we want to grow, where we want to step into the new beginnings and the moments. And through meditation, through prayer, and through actually doing things, we get a sense of, it's like almost a spiritual aha moment to where we're going, to what we're doing. Or maybe it's a new perception, but it's something you've never thought about before, or it's unusual, or you didn't think that the people that you wanted to buy in the most would buy in to your dream, or what you want to manifest, or where you want to grow. We have the Nine of Pentacles with the Five of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands. The Five of Pentacles is like a dual energy. You're sitting in front of the door of financial well-being, health well-being. This is very much a card that says if you go beyond that door, if you walk through that doorway, that there are things that will just wow your dreams into a whole new level. But there's also an energy here at the same time that is going to try and pull you down. That's going to try and make you feel like you're just not going to be able to do it. Things aren't going to come together. That you better just sit where you are and stay put, because at least now you know what to expect. Even if it's not great, even if it's horrible, in fact. I mean, that's why we stay in abusive relationships. That's why we stay in bad jobs. Because we at least know what to expect day in and day out. There's no hidden surprises. This card talks about standing up straight and strong, allowing your empowerment to come through, allowing the belief in yourself that you can manifest any dream that you want in life. It's about having a belief that you're well protected, that God put you here for a reason, and it wasn't to suffer. It was to learn. It was to gain wisdom. It was about feeling empowerment. It was about touching people in a special way that only you could do in such a unique way. New day dawning, Nine of Pentacles. So this is our new day dawning. The new day dawning is very much that we have come through the lessons. We have come through the lessons in order to gain the wisdom, the understanding, to realize that we have gifts, to realize that we are beautiful and we are deserving. This is also a card that talks very much about how in tune you are with spirituality this week. So definitely take the time to meditate. Take the time to pray. If you're not sure what your next step should be, then ask. Ask for a sign. Ask for a hint. Ask for a clue. They'll show up. Be attentive to your surroundings. I think this is also a card that talks about, because around you, you can see where the beauty is starting to show up, right? The flowers are in full bloom, and there's a little bit of a sunrise in the horizon. But it's really you that has the sparkle. It's you that has the magic here. So it's acknowledging the beauty that is within you so that you can actually use it on the outside to further in your path, to grow in your path. We have the Eight of Wands. And this is all about opportunities coming in, lots of opportunities coming in. The worry with this card is you are looking forward into the future, and these opportunities are coming up behind you. And if you are facing in the wrong direction, you're going to miss a lot of the opportunities. So don't get lost too much in looking at the big picture, because we're going to see a lot of different things that we need to address, things that we need to accomplish, things that we need to work on, things that we need to grow into in order to be our very best, in order to grow on our path, in order to manifest our dreams and our desires. So even though there's a lot of opportunities, and this might be opportunities in new learning experiences, new relationships, new friends, new environments, if we have our sights too far into the future and too much on the big picture, and we don't bring it in, we don't ground it. Because remember our very first cards. Grounding. Building that secure structure, that secure foundation, so that we can grow, so that we can strengthen ourselves, so that those walls will never fall down. So that we are strong. You know, our path is cemented. We're cemented. That it doesn't matter what kind of hardship we hit down the road because we have that firm foundation on which to build from. Five of Wands. I think it's very much about being a team player, bouncing ideas off other people. This could be competitions. And when this card appears, and it is a competition, so if you're going for a job interview or a promotion, you're going against other people. Okay, to center yourself, to realize the gifts that you bring to the table, to be real, to be authentic, and you're going to be the one walking away with that job position or that promotion. It could be something within the community where you can get a seat or a chair on a board that you've joined or in a group that you've joined. Maybe they need a secretary. Maybe they need a president. Maybe they need somebody to organize the events. And if you are in touch with who you are to go forward and you give value to your gifts, your unique talents, and you are authentic and you are true and you're not trying to take the shortcut and you're okay with the work that's coming up, it's yours. Very much this could be strength. Strength in community, strength in groups, strength in teamwork. Four of Cups. Have the wisdom to know the beauty that already surrounds you. So don't overlook it. Don't waste all your energy looking at what can come tomorrow and miss the beautiful opportunity of celebrating what you have today. The Nine of Wands. This is our anxieties. This is our worries. This is our fears. So we do need to look at what worries us, what troubles us. But you have to remember that everything that you've done to this point has allowed you to grow, has allowed you great wisdom. I mean, this week might be all about, and I'm going to go back to that radio show because it's a beautiful example. And no, I don't know who has done that yet, but it was a beautiful show and they had you phone in and talk about the worst thing in the world that ever happened to you, the worst thing in your life, the thing that set you back, the thing that tore you down, the thing that left you in misery and confusion and fearing, and about the greatest thing that ever happened to you, the best thing that ever happened to you, the thing that helps you to move forward. And almost without, you didn't even have to guess after a while that it was going to be the exact same thing. It was the thing that pulled them down. It was the thing that they had to develop the strength, the wisdom, the understanding to grow through it. And when we grow through things and, being human, when it's all wonderful and the butterflies are around us and the rainbows are appearing and we're laughing and carrying on, we don't learn. We have no inclination to learn. And we're not going to learn. And unfortunately, God knows that very well about ourselves. So if we're not pushing ourselves to learn, if we're not pushing ourselves to walk into situations that are going to take strength, that are going to take courage, sometimes what happens is we're put in that situation. We're given the lesson, and it's usually a harder lesson than we would have given ourselves. I guess a lot harder than the situation we're going to put in ourselves. I don't know what fell there, but something, obviously. We'll sweep it up later. So people would come on and talk about a child being born with a handicap, or a parent going through something that just changed the dynamics of the entire family, or their own personal struggle. It could have been about a death in the family and how that death came about, or a death of a friend, a loved one, and how it changed their perception. And it moves us into a path where we turn around and we become service to the people in our lives, our communities, the world. We stand up and we make a difference because we've learned, because we've gained wisdom. I've been a single mom with 2 autistic boys, and I shouldn't call them boys anymore because they're 21 and 23 now. And there has been many times in my life, when I have decided that, wow, this is way too hard. And doing it alone, not fun at all. I went through lesson after lesson after lesson after lesson. I can honestly tell you that today I am the person I am because of all those experiences. And I embrace all those experiences now. I didn't at the time. It was a very hard road to walk. It still is. In many days, it still is. But I wouldn't have become the person I am today without them in my life, teaching me patience, teaching me that everybody has something beautiful and unique to bring to the table, that everybody has gifts of a magnificent proportion. And so I find it very easy, even though you can't look in the mirror and see your greatness. I know your greatness. So we may just be looking back a little bit in time this week and seeing where the roughest patches were, and the knowledge we gained, the wisdom we gained, and why we gained it. And we might not see it yet. We might not see why we were given those hardships, those sorrows, those tears, those moments of frustration. But I can guarantee you that your path is leading you to use all that wisdom into making a great world for yourself and many others. And there's a very small percentage of you out there that really haven't struggled. But you have. If you look, you have. Just in different ways. So this is really a week where we kind of start to get our footing, our placement in our path of where we're going. So yeah, we might have to look back a little bit. We might have to try and figure out what is supposed to go forward with us on our path. What is to remain in the back, behind us, in the past. What doesn't serve our purpose anymore. What we need to just take the wisdom from and go forward from. We may need to examine the beauty that surrounds us. Because sometimes, until we appreciate what actually surrounds us in life, more beauty doesn't come into the picture. And the more we start to realize the abundance that's already present in our life, the more abundance shows up in our life. This week may be the week where we look at our stresses and our difficulties and our tears and our frustrations and realize that they are just adventures for us to gain wisdom. And what kind of wisdom are we going to gain from this experience or that experience? And why did I go through this? Why did I need to walk down that path? This week may be the week where you fall in love with yourself for the very first time, where you break out of that cocoon, where you stretch your wings, that you become the butterfly, that you realize that you've turned into this strong, beautiful, courageous person without even realizing it. Peanut, I'll scratch you. Peanut, Peanut, Peanut. He's only got like 3.5 legs, so he's so lopsided right now trying to get that little scratch in. This week is a week where we look at the big picture, but we also look at the little details. We can't get too carried away on just looking at the big picture. We need to start looking at the little parts of our life, that what needs to be redone, what needs to be reorganized, what needs to be left behind, what doesn't serve our purpose anymore. And realize that every frustration, every tear, and every moment of suffering that you have gone through, there is growth on each one of those ones. And I love the one that she holds, because look at how twisted and gnarled it is. And yet it holds one of the most beautiful flowers. So there's new growth, new expectations for new dreams to come alive. And I want you to remember, more than anything else, remember that I do love you. Now let's go into each of the signs here. And I've got my angel cards. And I've got a card here dedicated to just you. So we're going to start with Aries, of course. So Aries is the Knight of Cups. Okay? This talks about new passions, new dreams. Okay, this could be a new job. This could be a new love life. This could be a new career. This could be a new way of fitting into the community, into your surroundings. It could be new friends coming in. It's kind of like allowing yourself to be liberated in some way. Three of Ariel. Do what you love, a time of great personal growth in your career or artistic endeavors, working with others in a cooperative manner. So don't forget the teamwork. We talked a lot about the teamwork in the general part of the reading. Do what you love. I really think that you're going to step into new passions, new job opportunities, new dreams, new relationships, newness within a relationship. Perhaps it's gone stagnated in some way, and you revitalize it. You find the romance, the compassion, the beauty that was once alive within the relationship, and you breathe new life into it. But I think for most of you, it's going to be great personal growth in your career, in your artistic endeavors, in what you do well. And fall into your passions, and fall into your dreams, and fall into your joys. Absolutely. Knight of Cups is very out of the blue too. Okay, it's like the knight in shining armor just appears and whisks you away and takes you on this fairy tale, where you always have the happily ever ending too with any kind of fairy tale story. Taurus, we have the Death card. So I think this is the week where you really look at what has been holding you back, where you have been stagnated, what you have allowed to stay in your life so that you really couldn't stretch your wings and fly. So you couldn't emerge as that beautiful butterfly that you are meant to be. So I think that this week for you, you're really going to be looking at ways of breaking out of your yesterday, of changing things up, of stepping into new experiences that bring you happiness, that bring you joy, that bring you a sense of exhilaration like you can fly. The Moon. The opportunity to improve your plans, listen to your intuition for accurate guidance, face your fears, and grow stronger. And yes, I think, this would be a very fearful thing, right? Breaking out of that cocoon. Like I said in the intro, we can be very complacent sometimes in where we are in life because at least we know what to expect, what tomorrow brings, what yesterday was all about, what today's probably going to be like, and we stay in that routine and we know it. And even if it's hurtful, even if it pulls us down in some way, sometimes we just kind of stay stuck in the fear because it's just safer, but we're not happy, and we need to expand, we need to grow. So it's facing the fear, breaking out of that cocoon, stretching your wings, flying. The opportunity to improve your plans. Listen to your intuition for accurate guidance. Face your fears and grow stronger. And usually when we face our fears, we can't even figure out why we were fearful in the first place. That we just step into a beauty and a happiness and a joy. But it's that step into it. That's the scary part. After the step, we're content. We know we were supposed to go that way on our path. It's the unknown. And the moon is very much a balance about your inner, who you are, what you bring to the table, your gifts, and recognizing them and feeling that strength. Gemini, Two of Wands. I think you're really feeling the pull to go into a new path. And maybe you are resisting in some way. It'll just be a slower process. I think that out of all these cards, this is the one that talks the most about you've been put on a certain pathway and you've been feeling the pull. And now it's time to maybe make some decisions, some choices on exactly how you are going to allow the energy to pull you into that pathway. Perspective. There's a better way. Pause for reflection and insight and dare to be different. That's really good with that card, actually. So you may need to hone in on your perspective of where you're going and why you're going there. Why you've been put in that pathway. What it means to you. Where your strengths are. How they can be utilized to allow you to really step into where you are going. Into where you want to be. What you want to manifest. And it's all about your perspective. There is a better way. Okay, so that might be the decisions, that might be the choices. There's always more than one way of getting to any location in the world. There's boats and trains and planes and automobiles and walking and hiking and biking and so you might need to look at what your vehicle is right now. And if it is the ideal vehicle in order to get you where you need to go. Or maybe you need to change your perspective in some way. Maybe you need to understand that there is a different way, a better way. Maybe it's going to take some conversations with other people in order to really see a new perspective come into being. Really understand that there's another route that can be taken. Another way of doing things. Pause for reflection and insight, definitely meditation, definitely prayer, always important, and dare to be different. So just because everybody else is not supporting you doesn't mean that you are wrong. It just means that you're just going to have to show them just how great and wonderful and perfect you are in so many ways. How your talents, how your unique gifts are going to get you there. And remember that usually when people have concerns and they tell you not to do certain things, it's mainly because they don't want to see you hurt. They want to protect you, and that's their way of protecting you. So even though you're having conversations with a lot of different people and gaining different perspectives and whatnot, remember that at the end of the day, you choose the road that you walk on. Cancer, we have the Page of Pentacles. This is really looking at the big picture for you guys. This is really not looking at the details all that much, which is really different than a lot of the energy that surrounds the rest of this reading. Okay, because we have the Page of Pentacles. Now this is new beginnings on very big, expansive, wonderful dreams, wonderful pathways. This is really stepping into the marvel of who you are, your gifts, your talents, where you're going, what you can create. Usually financial, but definitely if it's not financial, it's health and well-being. And we have the Six of Gabrielle. Congratulations, you've done a wonderful job. Time to move on to the next project. Awards, scholarships, and promotions. Yes, you're stepping into a new beginnings, a wonderful new beginnings. Big pathways, giant dreams. So I guess the biggest thing I can say to you here is to believe in yourself wholeheartedly. Not to let other people pull you down. To stand in your truth and be the authentic you. And go for your happiness and your joy and your well-being. And know that certain things have been put on your path because you're supposed to go that path. You feel it. You hear the calling. You feel the calling. So don't deny yourself the happiness and the joy that you can actually see in your dreams to become a reality, to become a part of who you are going forward. Leo, Ace of Cups. This is really stepping into new, beautiful beginnings. This could be new things in love. But definitely it's your passions, it's your dreams, and starting new things. So this could be new jobs, this could be new business opportunities, this could be joining new groups, this could be meeting somebody that is going to go the rest of your pathway with you, or coming to the realization that they are the person that is going to be walking forward with you. And this is embracing. You know, for months and months, I've been talking about the sparkle you guys have. And now the sparkle is going to transform into the sparkle of your path forward. Stepping into new opportunities. A realization of new dreams, new directions, new love. Could be a whole new way of doing things, new approaches. But it really complements who you are and your passion. The Page of Raphael, gentle, loving, dreamy, and open-hearted. A new emotional situation, messages regarding relationships or social invitations, great intuitive insight. So really pay attention intuitively to who you are, who you want to be, who you're becoming. A new emotional situation. So yes, it very well could be new relationships, but it could be starting that dream business that you've always wanted to start. It could be about moving to a certain town that you've always wanted to live in this community. You've always wanted to be a part of the community, and now you have an opportunity to do just that. Virgo, you know, you've got this optimism this week, this high thinking this week, things coming together for you. Be the diplomat. There's a beautiful light of love that surrounds you. Don't let people take advantage of that. Step into your strength. Be optimistic about where you're going. I think, if anything, you are looking at what you need in order to go forward. A new tool, or honing some kind of talent, brushing up on something. And high thinking. So, if you give it the thought, you're really going to come up with some beautiful and inspiring ways of moving forward, things that you need to say to people, situations you need to put yourself into. It's about having the right words, the right timing. There's a strength about you this week that's really going to set you on a beautiful path going forward. It's going to empower you. Absolutely. The Two of Gabrielle. Make bold and ambitious choices. Great progress is possible. Important relationships with people who share your vision. So get together with like-minded people. Absolutely.
That may be beyond my abilities at the moment.
Okay, Virgo. Listen, I know you might be saying that about yourself, but you are empowered right now. You are strengthened. You've gone through lessons. You've gone through challenges. So make those bold and ambitious choices. Seriously. Believe in yourself. Believe that you are well protected. Great progress is possible. So get together with like-minded people, people who share your enthusiasm for the same goals, for the same dreams. Empower yourself with numbers. Libra. New day dawning. Nine of Pentacles. You are very tapped into your spiritual road this week. Okay? And you understand now the beauty that is inside of you, the strength, the empowerment that is inside of you. Now you have to transform that power that you know that is inside of you, that you've found, that you've tapped into, and transpose it into your path going forward, so that everybody feels that glow about you. Everybody feels that light about you. Everybody is touched by your energy. This is the beginning steps of creating a new tomorrow. Stepping into the beauty. So, the color isn't really, crazy with this card. Even though it is your new day dawning, we're starting to get the picture of the beauty that's going to be, because with the little bit of sun that we already have in that sunset or that sunrise, we're not having a lot of sun yet. We don't even see the sun, but the sky is starting to change and whatnot, and we can see this abundance of growth. And the flowers represent our growth and the beauty of our path. You're very spiritually connected. And I think you're spiritually connected with yourself, your own heart, your own wisdom. And I think you see that clearly this week. You understand it. And you can use that as a strength to go forward. Seven of Michael. There is a better course of action available to you. Working alone may not be the best answer. Review all the details. So definitely be the diplomat. Review all the details. Make sure that if you have important documents to sign, that you have reviewed all the details, that you know exactly what it encompasses. If you're going for a job interview and you're signing up for that new job or that promotion, and you're signing a lease to a house or on a loan, read things through carefully. Be the diplomat. Working alone may not be the best answer, so lean on friends, family, neighbors, people that have the answers. Okay, if you need information about something legal, you wouldn't necessarily go to your plumber and talk to them. If you needed something to know about your pipes, you wouldn't go to the lawyer, you'd go to the plumber. So make sure that you are asking people that do have an understanding or a talent, or they possess great knowledge in that area, so that they can give you the accurate information, stand behind you, give you that support you need. Get together with like-minded people. Don't go it alone. And sevens always remind me of the seeker of truth. So you're looking, maybe reading in between the lines this week. You can do that clearer this week than you can most weeks. You can understand, even though people are saying one thing to you, you can read between the lines and really understand what they are trying to get across from you. There's a lot of clarity this week for you. There's a lot of understanding. And just tap into your wisdom. And tap into your angels and your spirit guides and God. But tap into your own wisdom this week. That's going to take you above and beyond. Scorpio, we have the Five of Pentacles. So before you stands the door of prosperity. Before you stands the door of great wealth, happiness, well-being, joy. There may be energy pulling you down, saying that that door isn't for you. You don't deserve that. You don't belong there. So you really need to tap into who you are this week and understand where you want to go going forward, and not allow other people to dictate where you're going. That's up to you this week. The Page of Ariel. Reliable, clever, educated, and balanced. An excellent opportunity will be offered to you. Scholarships or the pursuit of education. Time to get to work. So look for those opportunities. There's at least going to be one opportunity that you can see. Especially, this is our other card, right? There's that door. There's that door of opportunity. Do you walk through it? Do you see it? Do you acknowledge it? Are you brave enough to turn the door handle there? Walk through it. You don't know what's on the other side. Huge brick wall, and it's thick. We're not going to hear anything through that door, through the walls. We have to go on the faith of who we've become as a person, our talents, our beauty, and knowing that we are on the right path forward. An excellent opportunity will be offered to you. Scholarships or the pursuit of education. This could be jobs, promotions. And this could be in areas that you never thought possible. You never even really thought that you were a runner in that race. Time to get to work. So get ready for new beginnings. Get ready for new opportunities. Get ready for the excitement that's on your path. Absolutely. We have Sagittarius, Eight of Wands. So this is a card that is talking about a multitude of opportunities coming your way. Do not get too focused on your tomorrow, okay? Or you're going to miss certain opportunities. Or when the opportunities show up, you're going to think that they don't fit into the grand scheme of things, and you're going to dismiss them too readily. And you're not going to see where the abundance of the opportunity actually presented itself. So stay in the now. Go with the flow. Yes, think about your big dreams of tomorrow. Think about the adventures of tomorrow that you want to go on. But stay in the moment. Realize the little mundane things that surround you that have opportunities wrapped up in it. Don't get too focused into your future this week. Stay very grounded. Look at everything as an opportunity and what it brings to you, what it means to you, how it can open doors for you, how it can move you forward. The Eight of Michael. You can be free. Make a courageous choice to change your situation. You're not seeing things clearly. And with this card, yes, you're not seeing things clearly. You're looking in one direction. The opportunity is coming from a whole different direction. So maybe you need to change your perception. Look at things a little bit differently. You can be free. So the adventure can start for you. You can step into your tomorrow so easily. But you maybe need to make a courageous choice to change your situation. So you might actually be staying in a situation because it's comfortable. It may not be good. It may even be a hard life that you lead, but you know what to expect. There's no surprises. There's a feeling of misguided safety and security that surrounds you. So this is definitely saying that you need to really make a courageous choice to change, that you need to maybe step into the unknown. Maybe think about that opportunity that presents itself to you. You can be free. I see her swinging open on those doors like she can go on any adventure she wants, and the angel is there to protect her. So don't think that things are just going to go wrong again. Have the optimism, tap into that courage and that sense of adventure. Don't look behind you. It's just the angel there to protect you anyways. That's all you're going to see. So look forward into the opportunities that are presenting itself to you this week. I think you're going to see something that is going to open up a whole new expansive path for you. If you change your perspective. If you allow yourself to see it with a clear vision. We have Capricorn. Capricorn is the Five of Wands. So I would have to say that this is, you guys, you know, you're putting yourself in positions where you are going to get the promotion. You are going to get the job. You are going to secure what you seek. That you are prepared, that you've gone through it, you know your competition, you know what you're up against. So stay authentic, stay true to yourself. And the people that surround you are important this week. They'll lift you up. The Nine of Raphael. Make a wish. Dreams become reality and a joyful time of life. Yes. So make a wish. I mean, this card really says that, especially in the community, in the career world, you know, those kinds of atmospheres, large families, neighborhoods. The roles you seek, the jobs you want, the careers that you are chasing after, the dreams that you want to manifest, make a wish. Your dreams can come true. Be authentic. You're already prepared. I just feel like you're already prepared. You already know so much more because you are prepared for whatever step you're going to be taking. That really there is no competition out there so long as you are brave enough to go for it. Aquarius, Four of Cups. This is very much the gratitude card. I think you need to tap into the wisdom of your surroundings. and really see what is already beautiful in your life, where you already have a head start, where you already have beauty and happiness and love and joy, what you already have to be grateful for in order for the new experiences to start showing up at your doorstep. Like there's already, especially if you want to move forward in a career or something, there's already something that you've done that will enable you to take that step forward, that leap forward to where you want to go. But you have to acknowledge it. You have to say, I have this talent. I have this gift. I've done that before. I've done this work. I've given that of myself before. I know how to handle that situation. Justice. Fight for justice and equality. Rulings made in your favor, and don't give up. And it is an 8, so empowerment. Stand up for yourself, who you are. Yes, there's beauty in your life already, but you have to see it first. There's beauty inside of you, but you have to see it first. There's beauty on your path forward, and you will see that. And believe it. Believe it that it's there. Fight for justice. Fight for your equality. Fight for what you know you deserve. Rulings made in your favor. So especially if you're going for court cases or anything like that, rulings are made in your favor. If you're going for that job, that promotion. If you've been having a standoff with a boss or a friend or a colleague or an associate or a next door neighbor, not to give up on your dreams, your dedication, what you want to manifest going into tomorrow. Do not give up. The beauty and the opportunity awaits you. And then we have Pisces with the 9 of Wands. The worry, the concern. Now, I kind of use that card a little bit differently this week. Yes, it's your worries, it's your concerns, it's the things, the anxieties that you hold on to or you've gone through recently, or they still linger from your past. But I think it's more than that. I think it's understanding why you've gone through certain experiences in your life. More than any of the other signs, I think that you're looking at why you went through the experience and understanding it and seeing how it gave you strength, seeing how it gave you wisdom, seeing how it made you a stronger, more independent person with more wisdom. That your intuition is strong, that you are strengthened. The Page of Gabrielle. Follow your passion. You are ready for any challenge, opportunities for excitement and adventure. Energetic, brave, optimistic, and playful. So follow your passions. You are ready for any challenge, opportunities for excitement and adventure. So perhaps with these two cards together, it's saying to not get buried alive in all those little worries and the concerns and the little day-to-day things that are driving you off your focus of where your focus needs to be. You're ready for the challenge. Don't doubt yourself. Don't limit yourself. Don't sabotage yourself into thinking that you're not ready for the challenge, that you don't have whatever you think you're lacking, because you have that ability already. and you need to understand it, and you need to see it, and you need to understand that anything where it has been a hardship in your life, there is new growth. There is strength and there is experience in every step you've taken in order to get to this moment in time. Opportunities for excitement and adventure. So I do hope that this format was a lot smoother for everybody involved. I don't know who stayed till the end. I know my Pisceans did, but thank you so much. Please give me your input. Tell me where I can grow. Tell me where I can be better for you. And until we meet again, remember, I do love you.